I have found Mount Fuji, and it is swarming with barbarians. Welcome back to Civ 5, everyone. Destination Space with China. Things are going pretty slowly, to be honest. They're quite slow. But soon I will have a policy. 4 turns. Not too shabby. Handan is doing okay. It's doing fine. I might be able to get a courthouse done. Don't know. Next millennium. I like how Attila's court, there's nothing there. There's no growth. There's no production. It's just one guy working all these fields and building himself an inn so that he can go home and get a drink. That's like Attila's court right there. It's beautiful. Anyway, we're gonna build a road to Hong Kong, get them connected to my trade network somehow. Never understood why building the road connected them to your trade network for their quests. It's not really how trade works, but that's how the quest works. So, yay for them, I guess. Let's take advantage of us being able to see these guys and throw fireballs at them. My boatmen are all wizards. Let's see, there's gotta be somewhere I can use this guy at. Yeah, Shanghai has a lack of followers. Get over there. Get going, Great Prophet. I don't need ya, but I got ya. And it kinda sucks. I cannot wait till I get to the industrial era. That way I can actually start using my faith to get great people, and getting great people will work out wonderful. And I'll need to get rationalism in order to make it actually effective, but in due time, it'll work. I have no idea what to do with these workers now. They've got nothing to do. So, I think I'm going to just get rid of you guys. Execution. Everyone dead. No more. No more has. Get rid of that boat, because it's one of the few things that can actually harm me. These Polynesians. Kind of just a little bit more, and we have our policy. And then I think I will start working at getting city-states. It has been taken from me. It's been taken by force, and I don't think I could have actually built it anyway. Am I of sound mind? That's a question I often ask myself. I'm beginning to think the answer might be no. But I have no idea what could possibly be the basis of that answer. Oh look, I got workers. They're doing stuff, and it's helpful. You guys executed. I got too many workers and not enough expansion to require them. I mean, seriously, I need more. Culture. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. Culture. Suppose I could have had them build a farm here, but nope, they're dead. Chopped their heads off. Sold it for money. Why do you think you can get money when you sell a worker? Where do you think that money's coming from? It's their corpses. You sell the corpses, you get the monies. Goody, goody, policy time. Okay. Exploration, that actually would be useful. I mean, a lot of my cities are coastal cities. Approximately 3/5 of them. Exactly 3/5, because I only got 5 and 3 of them are on the coast. But I don't know. I do not know. It's helpful, yes, but I doubt I'll need it. I think I'll take patronage instead. Let's see, by default that gives me a slower degrade rate with all the city-states. So, yeah, that's the thing now. Let's see, what can I add to my queue? The Ch3E2! Plus 2% production from each city straight trade route. Ah! And plus 1 gold. Well, I do have quite a bit of trade routes going out of Beijing, so I will add that to my list of things to build. Perhaps things are going to work out well for us after all. And if I can get a good amount of money coming in, I can easily fix up Attila's court just by taking control of it, buying the courthouse, setting things exactly how they should be set up instead of how they set themselves up to get money. Of course, I could always just leave them on a puppet and send some trade route stuff to them. Give them supplies, make it so they don't starve. Jeez. How am I going to get the road built to you guys if you don't move? And you don't have to move yet, but you better move. You know what game I've been playing lately? Skies of Arcadia. That is such a good game. It's actually in my top 5 games. Like, I put it at number 3. If you've never heard of it before, trust me, it's worth getting. It's a game that was originally on the Dreamcast, so you can get it on the GameCube, which I think means you might be able to get it by downloading it on the Wii, perhaps. Anyway, it's a world. The world they live in has 6 moons, and there's not much earth. Like, it's not water, it's all sky. Hence the name Skies of Arcadia. They have flying ships, and you get to do battle with the ships. And the battles are very cinematic and cool, and it looks pretty dang good for a game that was originally on the Dreamcast. I'm assuming it's touched up for the GameCube, because, you know, most of the time that's how it works out. But it is an interesting... They did a lot of pretty innovative things with it. Like, you can switch your weapons out in battle, which is not very typical of an RPG game. You normally can't switch your weapon while you're in combat. You're just stuck wielding whatever the heck you have in your hand at the time. Begone, pirate scum! So that's one thing that's cool. But on top of switching your weapons out, you can change your weapon's element. There's 6 moons in the game, and each of them it corresponds with a sort of element. Like, there's the fire one's red, obviously. That's how it always is. Blue one, I think, is wind. Green one is healing and poison at the same time, which is kind of strange. Silver is both death and curing. So rationalize that however you feel like. And purple is ice, and yellow is lightning. And it's all very interesting. I mean, when you win a fight, you get normal experience, of course, but you also get magic experience, which goes into whatever colors you had equipped for your weapons. So, like, say you had I better send some food up to Attila's court. Like, say you had a yellow weapon, a red weapon, and 2 purple weapons. Your experience poured into the yellow, purple, and red magic categories. And when those level up, you learn a spell from each of those categories. So, yeah, pretty cool system. I should do a Let's Play of it on my channel sometime. I don't know how well that'd work, though. I'm not too talkative, and RPGs tend to have some grinding element, and I suppose it'd be kind of similar in style to this Let's Play, where it's just me talking over whatever's going on. Maybe I could get my girlfriend involved for that one. Kind of do it Game Grumps style. Maybe I should have her play it. I don't know. I need to get something that lets me record my consoles onto my computer. Capture card, that's what it's called. Wittenberg has a target. Awesome, we have a quest. We can do something with our small army. Up in the frozen north? No problem. I'll send my archers and my spearmen, and we will take care of your bandits for you. That's another reason why I have all those roads. Just fast transportation. Oh, we get education in 6 turns about. Hooray, education. I sound more bored with that prospect. Yay, education. Hoorah! I don't know. Let's see, Tasonsengel is actually growing, and they're building a granary. Thank you, Tasonsengel. You are actually doing things intelligently. I'll get my courthouse built in Handan soon enough. And Attila's court, they are just doing whatever. I really need this courthouse. That way they can actually do useful things. Let's see, what else about Skies of Arcadia? The airship part is probably the coolest part of the game. It's turn-based, in a way, and by that I mean you have crew members, and you can have up to 4 of them, and they can control the various attacks you do with your ship for each round. So, for instance, if you got 4 cannons and you got 4 crew members, you can have 4 attacks that you can do. Or you can do 3 attacks and dodge around, or dodge all your rounds, or do a thing called focus, which generates spirit points, which allow you to do special moves. That also applies to regular combat, by the way, the generating spirit points. I just inhaled air. Alright, the way the air combat breaks down is there's green rounds, which is a basic round, a yellow round, which means the enemy has an advantage over you, a green round with a diamond on it, which symbolizes you having an advantage over the enemy, so you want to do as much attacks as you can in that round. I'll get to that in a second. There's red rounds, which means the enemy is going to unleash a very powerful attack, which you're going to want to dodge either at the end of the round before or during that round. It depends on which one you use faster. Then there's a special round you can do, which lets you use a special attack from your own ship. Like one of your ships has a harpoon gun on the front, which is actually a giant harpoon cannon. Basically, that will destroy any minor enemy you come across. Now, the whole attacking multiple times in a single round thing, that is... There's different types of weapons. There's main cannons, sub-cannons, and torpedoes. A torpedo will launch on one round, and you can have it strike on a separate round, or the round right after. It depends on how far out you set the torpedo to attack. There are sub-cannons, which will do less damage, but you can fire them over multiple rounds. And then there are main cannons, which can only fire one round. So an optimal round would have you striking with multiple torpedoes or sub-cannons and a main cannon attack. So yeah, you can get quite a lot of damage done in a single round if you plan your attacks out accordingly. I should be heading down here. Why am I not going down here? I'm getting too distracted by talking about this game. I'm gonna go play it right now, actually. I'll probably do that after I'm finished with this episode. Which, probably gonna be soon, honestly. I don't think there's gonna be much else going on. Hello, swordsman. You are nothing to me. These are mercenary, by the way. They have both ranged and melee attacks, making them quite powerful, really, in terms of offense, but they don't have the best defense. I think there's probably a barbarian in camp down here, so I'm going to send my other spearmen down here. Anyway, with education being acquired, we should now have a quicker time going through our science production. As soon as it turns over. I'm jumping the gun. I'm declaring it possible before the round's actually over. Hey, discovered. Awesome. So I think with that, I will end this episode and probably apologize for what some might consider a long ramble about a game that is completely unrelated to Civilization, but it is such a good game that you should go out, get it right now, and play it. There is an emulator for it, but it's not actually that good of an emulator. It actually crashes quite frequently. Yes, I've tried it before. I do own the game, so I do feel justified in trying it, because I wanted to try doing a Let's Play of it on my channel a couple years ago, but the graphics had a few glitching issues. There was a blue and red shadow heading in opposite directions off each character. It crashes without warning, and in an RPG game, you don't really want random crashes, because that can set you back pretty far. But hey, if I manage to scrape together $100 or so, I can get myself a okay capture card and perhaps do a Let's Play of it. If people approve. What say people? Do you want to see me play an interesting game that really should get a lot more attention than it has and definitely deserves a sequel? Even another game in the same style of it would be amazing. I'm starting to ramble on about it again. I have to stop. So, if you're enjoying the series, give me a like. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Shut up, Steam. Why are you popping up messages? I'm offline. Take care, guys. I will see you in another video. Bye!